Hey guys, I'm Joel. In this video, you guys are finally going to be watching something that I recorded 2.5 years ago, back when I had a convertible and didn't have this coupe, which I got this car a year and a half ago now. The reason it took me so long to finish this was because it took me about 2 years to actually mount the armrest down, and it was always flying back like you saw in the spinning out video. If you paid attention, the armrest went flying back. So that's the main reason why I took so long, because I just needed to mount it in. But now that it finally is in, you can see it's the E36 with my little bass booster, if you ask what that is. So I can show the subwoofer in the trunk, but that's what it looks like. I love it so much, and you guys are gonna watch how I made this work. In this video, I'm trying to make this E36 center console fit into my E30 because it has an armrest and it has cup holders, and that'll make driving my E30 a lot better. So the first thing I did is, E36, it normally has a bracket right here. I cut that off with an angle grinder right there, and you see right here that the holes are kind of lined up differently. So this one's like just like exact same size right there, and then you look over here, it's a little bit off. So I'm gonna take like a 1/4 inch off of this one, and then I'm gonna trim this one down a little bit so that we can get it in and then slide it in. So I'm hoping that once that goes in, the back end will be kind of solid because the E30 bolt is right here. But I do know that this armrest gets bolted down, I'm pretty sure, through these two holes right here, right there and right there. So once this will fit in, I'll put this center console, or this armrest in right here, and I'll know where to drill the two holes once this is in place. This is the bracket that was right here. I just trimmed that off with an angle grinder, and then I use this to get that down smooth. You could just use a Dremel. I just don't have one. So now I got this side grinded down to a much smaller piece, and I got that one just grinded down a little tiny bit. I'm gonna take this to the car, see if it needs more. I just took this little plastic piece out because these two pins, clips, they were touching, and also what's touching is the old bracket that I cut off. So I need to literally shave it all the way down so that it's smooth, so that can kind of go in. But I am noticing that it is sitting a little bit high. I'm hoping that it goes down a little bit, or I can push the pins down so that it'll fit. Or maybe I need to grind the bottom of these. Maybe I need to grind like this little angle right here so that it can go down more. I don't know, I'm gonna try that after I clean this, smooth that, and this piece right here. So now I got that all smoothed out. That part should definitely fit, no problem now. But I might take a little bit of the bottom out so that I can have some wiggle room. Maybe it'll give it room to go up and down a little bit, because I'm guessing the only purpose of this is so that it doesn't move side to side. So I'm gonna try that now. I'm just gonna zap this little edge off right here. Hopefully that'll do it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, as you see right there, the bottom, I didn't take enough off of it because it won't sit off of it, or it won't sit flush on it. So I think I'm just gonna remove all of it fully, and then just have that bracket held on to this wall right here. This thing is a little crazy. Look at that angle. So that is where I'm leaving it. You can see there's a little bit of overhang there, a little bit there. I got a little excited and put the armrest in. I'm gonna try and figure out a way to bolt the back up right there. But the armrest, this is how it sits. It's not bolted in yet, but I've been driving around with it like this. I can shift good. It's nice and comfortable. But this thing right here, these little clips right here, they stick out too far and they don't want to cooperate in the E30. So they might have to get a little bit of a trimming right there. Better look right here. This is how it's going to be sitting, and that thing's all up against it right there. So honestly, I'm just going to try and take those points off, and if it's still too long, then I'm just going to take them off fully. I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference, but I'm just gonna try it anyways. So that's with it fully in. You can see it a little bit right there. It's touching, but God, it's all snuggish right there. I need the little coin, the coin stacker. But now I'm gonna move on to the armrest, installing that into here permanently. I also just realized that once that's in, it's extremely tight fit right here. Once that is bolted in all the way, there's no way that this is gonna move since the armrest is bolted in and it's such a tight fit right there. So I'm gonna be real, this video is like a year and a half after that last shot that I just filmed, but finally I'm gonna bolt that down. And what I did was I put it in position right here. I put it where I want it with the center console in place. Got the exact position of it, lifted this up and marked in the middle there, and that back hole right there. I marked it down. Now I'm just gonna drill these holes out. This one's somewhere around here. Drill these holes out and then use a nut cert so I can just use some bolts to hold down the armrest. Those three are drilled with a small bit. Now I can come in with a bigger 3/8 size bit. So I got the 3 holes drilled in, perfect size with a 3/8 bit, and then just circled around, you know, till this nut cert fits in all of them, like so. So I'm just gonna crimp it down. That hole there, that hole there, and that hole right there. So those are the 3. Now I'm gonna try and actually bolt it down. So I used the M8 flange bolt with an M10 washer because those are pretty wide holes right there, and this thing is solid. Now I'm here present day, finally finishing this video that I started 2.5 years ago, and this is what it looks like inside of the car. So that's an overview. Unless if you really know about it, then you know that that isn't stock, but I think it looks so much better than the one that has no armrest and no cup holder, even with having a little bit of overlap there on both sides. It doesn't fit perfectly, and this, don't worry about that. I don't know why that's so dirty, but it fits pretty good for it being a retrofit. And like I was saying, the main thing that I like about this is the armrest. Driving with the armrest, you can shift everything very nice, and you don't have to worry about anything. It's mounted in fully. You can put a cup here. It's kind of a close fit, and I realized, I was like, I don't know why this is that close of a fit. If I take the rear ashtray and place it in, you can see the armrest, I installed it probably like an inch too far forward, but I don't really care because with the way that my seat is set up and everything, this armrest is more comfortable being more forward, and it being more forward holds the whole unit in place against this shifter plate thing, whatever. The only thing is not a lot of security back here. So because of the fact that I took the armrest and I pushed it forward and that's what's holding it in, I'm not going to try and make a bracket to hold this in. just because I don't really feel like it's necessary for what I want. I like it enough, and I'm not gonna install this. I'm gonna leave it exactly like this, just because I can't open the armrest with it like this. So if you do want it to fit and look like a complete interior and have it be nice, put this in, install it, and line it in with all this, and then you will have a lot better results than me. I'm happy with how that sits because I have an armrest and I have a cup holder, which is all that I wanted before doing that. It costed like kind of nothing because I got the E36 armrest for pretty cheap. So thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and follow me on Instagram right here at E30Joel if you want to stay up to date with everything that I'm doing.